Good. Alexis?
So having Thursday off, how did that prepare you guys or help you? How did you use that to prepare for Sunday's game?
I think it was good. You know, we had an off day yesterday, so I think that was good for us just to get some rest. Obviously, we've had, so a lot of games at this point in the season. You know, we're playing. You know, it's always prep. You know, we come back from on the road. We're practicing the next day. You know, getting ready for our following game. So I think it was good for us just to have a little break, a little reset, get our minds right, and then get ready for the big game on Sunday.
You see, you've played South Carolina. I don't think probably Lauren has. Anything different about playing South Carolina than anyone else?
I would just say they're good every year. You just gotta expect the best out of them every year. Just come out and ready to play. You can't just come out and just think you can win the ball game. It's gonna be you gotta fight for it. I just feel like we just gotta meet the challenge on Sunday and just do what we do best.
Just how big of an opportunity is it to have South Carolina coming here, not only for you guys and then the fans, the 12th man as well?
Yeah, I think it's great. I think we'll have a really good crowd. I mean, obviously that'll be good for women's basketball anytime you can have a big crowd, especially in a place like this where the fans love to come and show out and support the women's team. But I think it's also good for us too, just to kind of see where we're at, test where we're at. You know, we have a lot of tough opponents in the SEC, so I think every game is kind of a test to see where you're at. But this one for sure, obviously, so we're ready to go.
How much with the extra time did you guys maybe try to fine-tune some things just on yourself rather than specifically game plan for South Carolina?
Yeah, you can. You got it. Okay. Yeah, I think always whenever you have a break, I mean, it's always good to focus on yourself. I think obviously we're going to prepare for the other team, but I mean, it's just as important to focus on yourself and work on the things that we need to work on. So I think, that's what we did this week. We focused on a lot of us, just, fine tuning some things. So I think this break gave us an opportunity to do that.
How nice was it just to not have to travel, kind of take some time? You touched on it earlier with the rest, but just not having to get on a plane and go through that whole routine.
It's been pretty nice. With school starting right now, I think it just gave us time to think about our schedule and take advantage of this time right now. And we know after this week, next week, we'll be traveling back to back to back. Just having that time away, from traveling, it's been pretty good. Just working on the things we need to work on.
Usually when we talk to you ladies, you haven't really focused on the other opponent, but I figure since you had Thursday off, you looked at South Carolina a little bit more. What are for inside and outside? What's going to be a couple of the keys against South Carolina?
I would say rebounding would be really important boxing out, and I feel like in this game it's gonna be a possession game. We got to take care of the ball as well. And, just staying in the game with them, we know how big they are. Cardoso, she's like 6'7", just getting her out of the paint and then, running the floor, defending, getting back in transition. They have really good shooters outside now, just contesting those and making them put the ball on the floor. I feel like that'll be really important for us for this game.
Same thing as Lauren? Or?
Yeah, same thing. I'd say rebounding is definitely the biggest thing for us. And then obviously defense, something that we've been pretty good at throughout the year. But I think this is going to be an important one for us to be solid defensively.
What about your situation? Early in the year, you guys weren't facing a lot of teams that had a lot of athletic talent. You were able to dominate them. SEC plays opens 4 games. You've more than held your own. What do you think has been the key for you, and what challenge does South Carolina present you?
Yeah, I think for me, just, getting acclimated to the league. Obviously, Pac-12, SEC are pretty different in terms of style of play. So I think me just having some games under my belt and being able to kind of feel out what the games are going to look like, I think that helped me a lot. But I mean, in terms of South Carolina, obviously they have a lot of height. They're big in the post position. So, just continuing to do what I do, stay strong and be solid defensively.
How have these last couple games for you, Lauren, kind of prepared you with, going up against Angel and Jackson, just kind of for obviously the bigs for South Carolina, they got some talent. Right.
Yeah. I think I'm well prepared. I think I know some of the players on South Carolina. I played with them, like Team USA, stuff like that. So I think I played against some good competition before, so I'm just going to approach it the same as I would. But I think just having played against some good post players already, I think that's helped me a lot and just kind of learn what I need to do.
All right. Thank you all.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you, ladies.